Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today I'm going out to a place where people will either like me or absolutely detest me. And my betting is the latter. I've been messing around with the throttle. I'm only going easy. I've been messing around with the throttle and the throttle response. It was set to creep. You can set in the cycle analyst loads and loads of things, but it was set to creep the throttle to ramp it by 3 seconds. So if I nailed the throttle, or if I nailed the throttle, it'd take 3 seconds before it'd go full speed. And that was basically to stop me from going over the handlebars until I know exactly how much power it's got and what it can handle and what I can handle. So now it's set to instant. No, actually I think it's set to half a second, just to take out any bumps. If I go over a bump and my hand slips or anything like that, I really don't want it to go full throttle. That's not going to be very good. When I got up this morning, I was either going to go out flying or go out on the bike. There is a bit of a wind, don't know how much, so I decided to go out on the bike instead. I've now got 75 volts, I've got 150 amps, but it actually peaks at 170, I think it is. I don't know how that works. I've got it set to 150. Phase current 350 amps, I think. I've actually got my screen, my BMS is running, and I've got, what's it called, DU screen recorder. I've got that running, so I can see how much power I'm actually using. I've got a friend actually now who's working on the app, because number one, it's above me, believe it or not. And number two, I just don't got the time, because I'm either out on my bike flying, building, or creating stupid shit. So he's working on the app. Version 2 of the app is going to have GPS speed on screen. It's going to log all the current, the voltages, the temperatures, and absolutely everything to your phone, so you can later view it. Whether it's going to have the Google Maps overlay, I don't know, but it's going to be absolutely fantastic. It's going to have everything that I've ever wanted, and I could also get rid of the cycle analyst. That's the whole intention, is getting rid of the cycle analyst. Shit, I forgot I put new pads in the back of this. Yeah, the other day when I was coming home and that bloke stopped me, totally random like that. That was absolutely fantastic. Made my day, it really did. There's people like that. You know, he rides a pedal cycle. I can't call them push bikes apparently, because somebody got annoyed at me. He rides a pedal cycle. Actually, I ride a pedal cycle. And he wanted to have a look at the bike. I think his name was Wayne. Wayne, you really have made me happy, mate. It was something I didn't expect anything like that. I've had people go past me in the past, pipping their horn and waving at me out the window, but I've never had anybody stop me like that. Fantastic. So if you see me in the street, if you see me passing, shout, stick your fingers up, call me an arsehole, I don't care. In that previous video where I mentioned about the haters and leave me alone, and you know, well, it's not so much the haters towards me. I can cope with it, I can deal with it, it doesn't bother me. It bothers me occasionally when people saying I am the devil, but there's other people who are being affected by it, because somebody would leave a very innocent comment. I think things like, well done, you're saving the planet. Which, believe it or not, I do care about the environment, because, you know, I've seen the effects of what's gone on in the last few decades, and I remember when I was a kid and you used to be able to breathe. I definitely didn't have asthma then. Anyway, where the hell was I going? What was I talking about? Oh, here's that field that they dug up. What was I talking about? Haters. Yes. Somebody left a comment, or somebody, if you leave a comment on one of my videos and said, yeah, you're saving the planet, well, be prepared, because people will rip the shit out of you. They really do. For what reason, I don't know why. They say that the mining of lithium, it costs more to the environment than anything, and they're dangerous, and this, that, and the other, and you should be shot. Oh, that sort of thing really does annoy me, because people, innocent people, don't deserve it. Yeah, I do. I don't care. But innocent people, it's just not right. So please, whoever you are, I think I've banned them all now, or I've banned as many as I can. Please don't do it. It's not nice. Got nothing better to do than slag other people off for something that they believe in. Same as me, really. On a Sunday, I watch all my YouTube subscription videos. All the YouTube channels that I subscribe to, I watch the videos on a Sunday. And last Sunday, I was watching. It always ends up with car crashes. I was watching car crash videos, and I thought, I wonder where Gas Kings have gone. Now, when he first started, I was a big fan of it, because he used to do compilations, and fair enough, he used to get money off other people's misery. But it was good, because if you wanted to search for car crash videos, you've got all of his, and he's collated them all for you. So, and it was good, but it started getting really, really annoying. I mean, for me to say that, you know, I stopped watching his videos for a while. I didn't even think about it. And then the other day, it was last weekend, I thought, I wonder where he's gone. So I checked his channel, and it's been removed. So I googled him. I googled Gas Kings, and the first thing in the list came up was Gas Kings jail. Well, what the hell's all that about then? So I read it, and what the bloke was doing, he's not doing it anymore, obviously, because he's in jail. This road is terrible. What he was doing was, him and his oppo, whose name was something like Ray King, as in Ray King the money. That was his name, Ray King. They got a legit website set up, and oh god, they were offering a pension return, whereby you give them your pension money and they give you 50% back in cash, and then they invest it into a company. Well, little did anybody know that a company, or the company, was his pocket. And he's been locked up to the tune of over £1 million, I think he raked in. So I might buy him a soap on a rope for Christmas, because there's no way he'll want a loose one to drop on the floor, will he? See, I do go slow sometimes. I've been buying mirrors. I've bought so many different mirrors, and none of them actually worked, and none of them did the trick, because I either couldn't see what's behind me, or they were just way, way, way too big. So what I did was, I bought a motorbike handlebar clamp, and I got my old mirror, which I didn't like because it was a bar end one, and this bike is just, the handlebars are just wide enough to get through a door, and that made it would not fit through the door, and that was really annoying. So I converted it, and I modified it, and I joined the two, and now I've got a proper mirror, which I'll try and show you now. There. Oh, no, hang on. There. 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 See that? Brilliant. Fantastic place to put it. Although it could do with being raised a bit, because I can't see too much. See, this is an induction loop, look. There's some room, mate. Somebody put a comment on, I think it was my last vlog, and they said, why don't you get some you know the niddly diddly magnet things, the rare earth ones? Well, he said get some of them and do something like that. Well, the only way I could do that is have it, I could embed some in the tyres, but I don't know if it'll work. It was worth a try, and then I could patent the idea, and then I could start selling it and make £3. Hey up lads, my Ferrari's coming soon. I wish. No, I don't like them. I like Lamborghinis, but not much. They're full of poses with little these roads are terrible. See how beautiful it is around here. So quiet and so picturesque. What I want to do, I want to increase the range of this. Look, I found a sunglass holder. I want to increase the range. I want to make it, it's going to have 20, is it 20 ampere hours or 25 ampere hours? 25 ampere hours, I think. And I think it's going to be 300 amps instead of 150, so that's double the power, which means round about 28. Oh, the voltage is going up as well, 96 volts. I reckon it's going to have around about 28 horsepower. I'm not decided, because buying a downhill frame is, number one, bloody expensive. It's something I can't afford it for a start. I need to do some sort of set up a GoFundMe or crowdfunding page or something like that, just so as I can get me downhill frame and kill myself. You were part of my suicide. Actually, I'll call it that. Be part of my suicide. £5. So this is the place on a Sunday, early on a Sunday morning, that people come to ride their mountain bikes. They go all through the chase. They go around a place called Follow the Dog, which I've been round on this, believe it or not, before I put the motorbike tyres on. Oh, it was fun. I'm sorry to all the people I overtook, but it was just too much fun. Oh, I got some people didn't half bloody swear at me. Anyway, that's the field that I'm flying over the left there. There they are, look. A squirrel. A very not scared squirrel. That was a squirrel noise. Oh, my mate's gone. Where's he gone? Oh, there he is. Anyway, I haven't got time. There's the post office tower. Now, it looks a long way away, but it isn't. That's probably about only 200 yards from here, which is about 3 million metres if you live in Europe. Well, I don't. Well, we do, but we don't, but we do. Now, I know this thing, you can't actually you can't actually get to it anymore. You used to be able to walk down the bottom of it, but you can't. You just can't. You can't. I won't, because you can't. So what I'll do is I'll change to a video that I took when I did walk. You can get through these woods, and there's a fence that you can go up by. So I'll just change to that, and then you can have a look closer. Somebody wanted to see that. I don't know why. I mean, he did say that he's sad like that. That's the post office tower, or it's, I can't remember exactly. There's a weird name for it. Polymongropolis or something. I've just made myself look so stupid. Anyway, that's it. It's 350 million feet high, and it weighs about 3 kilo. Shit! Stop! Actually, that's in normal power. I haven't touched the flux weakening button yet. The way it used to be, I'd be going along like this, and I'd pin the throttle, and then it gradually, you get a surge of power, and when the wheel starts lifting, then you know you've got to back off. But now you pin the power, the wheel comes up, and you've got to back off. And this is Heath Hayes. I know that because I used to have a girlfriend who lives around here. Well, no, she didn't live around here, she worked around here. So all this has changed. Going back into the 80s, I think they built this, and it was that there used to be what's called Chaplin's, and it was a video shop, and they used to rent videos. I went down to Torquay once because the bloke who owned the video shop, he had a speedboat. I think I took a pair of shorts and that was it. Being a man, I was with a girl at the time, and he got a speedboat, a bloody big speedboat with his twin diesel engines, and he said, "Do you want to go skiing?" "Yeah, I can do that, easy." So he gave me these skis, and I lasted about 5 seconds and face planted into the bloody, you know. And then he got what he called it at the time was a ski biscuit, which is like a rubber ring with a bottom on it. Anyway, he towed me along, and we must have been doing about, bloody hell, about 50 mile an hour, and it took off. And it threw me into the water, and I went face first. I had a life jacket on. I mean, I can swim anyway, but anyway, I went face first, and it ripped my jeans off. Not my jeans, it ripped my shorts off. And of course, that's all I got. They were the only clothes that I got. So I spent the next 2 days with a towel. I was just walking around with a towel around my waist. The trouble is now, I haven't got the faintest idea how far I've gone, because I didn't reset the trip. I did reset it. That's 12 miles. I'm sure I did. Did I? I don't know. If I didn't have porridge all down my front, I would have completely forgotten what I've had for breakfast. If you're thinking of buying or building, no, don't buy. If you're thinking of building an e-bike, there's an open offer here for anybody who wants to build one, and I sincerely mean this. If you send me a list of the parts that you want to use, and preferably links so I can have a look at them, I'll tell you if they'll work, and I'll do some research, and I'll try and find them cheaper for you, because I spent a lot of time researching absolutely every motor, every controller, Kelly Sabaton, bloody Adapto, absolutely every one of them. And they've all got their flaws, they've all got the weaknesses, they've all got the, you know, the benefits. This is the reason why I went with the Sabatons, because it's absolutely bulletproof. So if you if you need a controller, I mean, I love the Adapto speed controller and charger and everything. It is fantastic. You don't want for any any single feature. You just, because it does it all. It does absolutely everything. But unfortunately, they're not very reliable, as people have found out. They keep coming up with this, what's called, there's a protection mode, but it doesn't say what it's protecting. So these industrial units around here, I mean, they're not used, or not very many of them anyway. I'm going to head off home again because my battery's round about halfway and I've done 17 miles. So I'll catch you later on another day, and remember, I've got nothing. I need a motto. I need something to say at the end of the videos apart from